It's all about sending a message for Coach Popovich in the second half of this 2-game warm-up before their crucial last 16 tie against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. It's highlights from Old Trafford with their matchup against Brighton. So it's the final game before the big one in the last 16 of the Champions League, where Manchester United will take on Borussia Dortmund. And you have to say that looking at the Manchester United squad sheet today, that is the one that's on Popovich's mind. He wants to be as full strength as possible for that game, because it is not going to be an easy task against the likes of Jadon Sancho, just to name one, and Erling Haaland to bang in the goals. And they come up against Brighton today as their chase towards the league title continues. Currently 7 points ahead of Liverpool and a further 2 ahead of Tottenham Hotspur. And you have to say at that point, Manchester United are pretty much solidified in the top 4, which is always the minimum at Manchester United. But Gregg Popovich is looking for more than that. He's still looking at an unbeaten season in its entirety. He pretty much expects maybe it to go at Borussia Dortmund, which makes sense. The Borussia could be too strong for United, but let's remember that Manchester United are the holders of the UEFA Champions League. So, is it being played down intentionally maybe to gain a psychological advantage? Sergio Romero starting goal today. Wan-Bissaka with Phil Jones, Marcus Rojo and Brandon Williams in a makeshift back four today. Borussia Dortmund's in mind, of course. Martez with Donny van de Beek, Juan Mata, and I believe it was Nemanja Matic. Alassane Pli is with Ahmed Diallo up front today. Matthew Ryan starts in goal for Brighton with Laporte, Dunk, Wiedemann, White and Bernardo in the 5-man defence. Pogba is with Basuma. Leonardo Trossard is behind Eddie Nketiah, signed from Arsenal, and he's up front with Mupai today. And the other news coming out of Arsenal, Alexander Lacazette on deadline day left them to go to Leicester City. So Arsenal are very much demoralising their own team. They've lost Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, signed Thomas Muller, but Eddie Nketiah has come over from there, and Alexander Lacazette is now a Leicester player. So I guess unfortunately for Mikel Arteta, the morale has hit rock bottom at Arsenal in the case of almost all their top players going elsewhere. No such problems at Manchester United, no any rumours of rumblings anywhere at Manchester United. Just keep the streak going would be the message from Manchester United board to Coach Popovich. Just keep it going for as long as you can. Unfortunately, he's not reached the heights of Manchester United and Victor Lindelof in particular, but when he's on it, Phil Jones, he plays 100% for the team and gives it all. And he may look clumsy at times, but in his day, like we said, one of the better players around in this squad, and now one of the most experienced, alongside Aaron Hemwood and the like as well. Giving it away to Donny van de Beek. Brighton really could have had a problem here. Ahmed Diallo scores, and that was all Brighton's own doing. And Manchester United up by a goal to nil, and that was a gift wrap from Brighton, to be fair. Gave the ball away to Donny van de Beek, and Manchester United did the rest, and the inevitable happened. A pass from Donny van de Beek, well read by Diallo, well brought down, no chance for the keeper. It was a beautiful strike by Diallo, to be fair. Not much was expected of him when Popovich brought him in to really tighten up the striker position. He didn't really start with a lot of strikers for the season, Gregg Popovich, but like we said at the start, he signed all the right players in all the right places. The winger position, a centre-back, another centre-back was needed, a couple of backup strikers like Diallo and Igalo, and Alassane Pli has definitely gone beyond the backup striker role, but he will not be able to play into the Champions League, of course, as he's cup tied with Gladbach, so he will not be featuring in cup competitions for United, but in the league he's making a splash. But it is Ahmed Diallo that scored the opening goal here of the game, and United are up by a goal to nil. And now here's Donny van de Beek. It's a good save by the keeper. Van de Beek comes up with it. The referee's pointing to the spot, Another penalty for Manchester United. How many more are they going to get? They're averaging at least a penalty a game at the moment. That's harsh. It's very harsh. I don't think there's a lot he can do. And the referee's being very unfair there. Well, one matter. This is a very unusual penalty taker. I think he's taking his first of the season. And he scores it convincingly. Why is everyone other than Bruno Fernandes being absolutely comfortable with scoring the penalties? Well, the keeper committed early again. No one seems to really deal with Manchester United when they can actually score their penalties. And the keeper went the wrong way. Well, when they hit the target from 12 yards, there's almost no one that can stop them. But when they're not, they go wayward. But, well, the Brighton manager has already got a real problem here. His team are already 2 down to Manchester United. The 4th goal in the league for one matter. And dare we say it, are we looking at another Manchester United rout? It's already 2-0. Now the question, as is with every time in this kind of situation, is how many more? Manchester United 2, Brighton 0. Bissaka intercepts. And that's the end of the first half. Another convincing performance by Manchester United. Much better performance-wise. And another 2 goals as well. From, I think it was Diallo with one of them. And I think it was Donny van de Beek with the other, actually. But in any case, it is another vintage day for Coach Popovich. It was Diallo and Mata that scored the goals in a 2-0 scoreline at the break. Van de Beek. Nice Sané play. He's put it in. 3-0. And it's another out for United. And another goal for Sané play. As we've said before, he's loving it. And Manchester United has made an immediate impact. And he's not slowing down. He may only feature in the league games this season, but he's coming to life. Wonderfully stroked by Sané play. He just stroked it past the keeper. Wonderfully taken. Well, this kid is certainly really justifying the £40 million that Popovich paid for him. And he's had return on that investment in abundance. Sané plays 5th goal of the Premier League since signing only a month ago in the January transfer window. In the last 4 weeks, he's got a goal in at least every game he played there last month. So he's really got 100% in every game he's played over the course of the month. He's almost scored in it. Obviously minus the cup competitions. And to confirm that fixture for you, it is Borussia Dortmund versus Manchester United in the Borussia Dortmund Arena. A wonderful place to be. If there's one thing that being in Europe does, you get to see the most beautiful of places. Play up across from Williams, who tried to stroke it in again. And that is the end of another game. Manchester United, another performance-driven win today by 3-0. The perfect warm-ups for that epic clash in the Champions League. Manchester United go on to possibly take the league as well. Sané play with another goal as his magnificent run continues. All-round perfection from Coach Popovich once again. Manchester United 3, Brighton 0. Okay, so let's have a look at all the scores in February and what that means for the Premier League table. And you can already see a couple of changes. Let's go through. Leicester City have won by 1-0 against Southampton, pushing their hopes for a top 4 place into realms of possibilities. You can see they moved up to 4th due to that result. Arsenal beating Fulham by 2-1. That's impressive considering the amount of players that left the club in the last month. Spurs also winning again by 3-1 against Crystal Palace. Everton and Burnley. Everton beating Burnley by 2-0. My apologies. So here is the state of play then. Manchester United now would lead by 9 points ahead of Spurs, but Liverpool now have a game in hand over the two ahead of them, and that is the reason why it is what it is. Leicester City have moved into fourth, the expense of Wolves. Manchester City in sixth place, but Wolves and City have the game in hand as well. Arsenal, Newcastle United, Chelsea, West Ham, the top 10, and Arsenal seem to be climbing a little bit now. Of course, games in hand are starting to come into effect as well for them. Everton 11th, followed by Burnley, West Brom, Fulham, Villa and Southampton, followed by Brighton, who dropped into a bit of a dangerous position. Two of the three relegated clubs have a game in hand in Leeds and Sheffield United, but Crystal Palace losing again, and it's looking pretty dangerous for them as well. I'll have to, as the games run out, relegation is looking all but settled really, with only Leeds with an outside shot due to their late surge.